So like I said, it was the 6th of July. We had a good time the first night. We hung out with her like friends and whatnot, her roommates, and then comes Saturday. I'm pretty sure that it was on Saturday. This was on Saturday, Sunday, whatever the 6th was. On that day, we go film our content. We go to the mall, get coffee, go shopping. If you guys are like fans of her, you'll see like all of her Snapchat. So we had a good day. Um, and then we go back to the hotel. Like it's getting late. Like we're with like her roommates. We're with two of them. The other one, or yeah, the other one stayed home. And she like starts like spraying pheromone spray. If you guys don't know what that is, it kind of like releases hormones in a way. So we spray like she sprays like pheromone spray like all around the room. And she's like, oh, like I just want to like smell good. And then she starts like cleaning it up because we had we had another TikToker. They're, I would say, very very famous right now. Very public relationship, which is a key like factor of the story. They're in a public relationship. They come over and she was like freaking out trying to like clean up the room. She's like, oh, I have to do this good, like I need to get like, you know, in with this said person. And this whole time she's spraying pheromone spray. Like I'm like, okay. And she's like, oh, like it's just like I want the room to smell good. So I'm like, okay, like it does smell good. And then this person comes here and she goes downstairs to get them, and I'm upstairs with her roommate, which I'm not going to disclose her name. And so they come back up. It's like chill. We're hanging out. Like it's a nice, friendly environment. And then she starts like pressuring everyone, which me as a person, like I don't drink, like I don't do like bad stuff. And she's like kind of like doing like, oh, like do this, like do this, like kind of like pressuring more of them into like doing like stuff like drinking stuff they shouldn't be drinking and like taking stuff they shouldn't be taking. And they were clearly very uncomfortable, very like pressured, because like at first it was like fun, like, you know, they were having a fun time doing it, like voluntarily. And then it like gets to like a point where like she starts acting weird. Weird as in she keeps telling them to keep doing more and more and more. I'm like, okay, why does she want them to like, you know, drink and like do this stuff? Like, why does she want them to keep doing that? So like in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, that's weird, because in the past she's pressured me to like want to like do stuff with them, you know, like that's like the best way to put it, I would say. She like tried to pressure me into doing like stuff that I clearly did not want to do. And during like this time, like we're all like kind of like looking at each other, like what's going on, like this is kind of weird, like we don't know what to do. And we're like, okay, maybe she just wants to have a good time. So we like kind of like ignore it for like that moment. And then after like she starts like doing that, then it just becomes more and more weird. Okay, and then like I said, she was acting weird. We were just trying to have like a good time. And this whole time, so okay, wait. She takes me to the bathroom at one point, and then she's like, she whispers in my ear like, "Hey, like, so and so like aren't like really like a thing. They're not like serious." And I'm like, "Oh, that's not like what I've been hearing like all night." And she's like, "Oh, like I'm gonna get with them. You can get with my roommate." I'm like, I was like, "Oh, like oh, okay." Like I didn't like say yes or no, but I was like, "Oh, okay." And then they go. She goes back out. And we're hanging out again, and she's like very very flirty with this person. And the whole time, like she's like drunk. I feel like at this point she was drinking a good amount. And the whole time this said person was like, "Oh, I love my significant other. Like I love my significant other." Like I'm not gonna like kind of like give out genders. Um, and like that's like kind of like was what was happening, and like trying to be like, hey, like this is not happening, this is not happening, like let's hang out as friends, we're friends, come on, don't ruin this. And then she kind of like says like, oh, like let's play truth or dare. I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. So she while we're like playing like truth or dare, we all like kind of like see like, okay, something's really really off here, so we all just keep like saying, oh, truth, 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 like, and then she's like, okay, this is getting boring, let's play dare or drink. So then she wanted to play dare or drink, right? And then she kept wanting people to make out with everyone, and we're like, no, like she kept like daring, and we're like, no, like we're not doing that, like something else. And we kept daring her, like, I think I told her to do a handstand, do a cartwheel, like, you know, something like dumb, kind of like to like get the game over with. And she just kept daring everyone like make out with people, and it was like weird, and like we didn't know what to do. So then she ends up like kind of like forcefully making out with her roommate. Like this said other like person, we're like, oh, we dare you guys to like, you know, like make out. We're like trolling, obviously, like we didn't actually mean that. Like we're like, oh, because we're trying to like, you know, kind of like make her like kind of like mad. We're like rage baiting, but like we didn't actually mean it. And she's like, oh, we have to do it. And then she's like, are you serious, guys? Like she's like mad because we're like rage baiting. And then we didn't think it actually happened. So actually like grabs her by the face and starts like making out with her. And then like she like pulls away, and then Ash, she like grabs her by the throat and pulls her back in, and she's like, what? Like she's like clearly does not want this to happen. Clearly super uncomfortable. And then we obviously felt bad because we didn't think she was gonna do that. Like that was totally out of pocket. And then she was like, see guys, see, like we did that as friends, like me, like she was like, why can't you, talking to the said other, why can't we just like make out as friends, like it's not cheating because like, you know, like it's like we're friends, so it's not considered cheating. And mind you, at this point, like we took stuff that we had no clue like what it was, like we thought it was just normal stuff, and clearly it wasn't. So we kind of have like no clue, like we are obviously like we know what's going on, but we like don't really like understand. So like everything's like kind of like blurry in the moment, and we're like chilling, like everyone was like, okay, like that was weird. And then her roommate's like, Ashley, I dare you to stop asking people to make out. And she's like, no, I'm drinking. Like I'd rather drink instead of like that happen. So if you know how dare like or drink I guess works, never played that game in my life. If you like dare someone to do something, they don't do it, then they have to drink. So she's like, oh, I might as well just drink then, because she had clearly wanted to do that. And this whole time she's spraying more pheromone spray. She gets this roller out, like it's like a roller pheromone, and she like puts like an X thingy like on her roommate's chest. And we're like, bro. And like at this moment, like I'm like right next to this person, I'm like, bro, like I think we're gonna get like you know, can't like say the word on here, but it starts with an R, ends with ED. So I'm like, bro, like I think like something's bad gonna happen. And then we're like, what do we do? And we're like, he's like, this person's like, oh, like I can't drive, like, and I'm like, bro, I'm stuck here. And then the roommate, like, so Ashley ends up going to the bathroom, like, bro, what do we do? Like, we need to get out of here. I'm like, and then her roommate was like, oh, like, let me call, like, I'm gonna call it Uber or something like that. And then the other one's like, I can't drive, like, I cannot drive right now. And the whole time, they're like, I love my significant other, like, I love them with my whole heart. Like, clearly does not want to do anything with her. No one, like, did. And so, like, while this is that, she comes back out. And then, she, like, gets these gummies. And then she's like, oh, like, they're just gummies. She tries shoving it in her roommate's mouth, like, take it. So she bites off a little bit, just, like, get her to stop. And then she comes up to me with a different one. It was, like, a blue one. She's like, Brad, take this. I'm not taking whatever that is. I'm not taking, like, clearly you've already done something that you should not have done. Like, you gave me something that you did not, like, it's not what you, like, really said it was, and I had no clue that's really what it was. And she's like, oh, take this gummy, like, shoving it in my face. And I'm, like sitting back, like, on my phone, like, no, like, I'm good. And then she's like, she whispers in my ear, she's like, Brad, like, just act like you take a bite, like, and you just throw it on the floor, like, I just really want this person to take it so I can get with them. And then I'm like, no, 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 no. And then she literally says, oh my gosh, Brad took it, Brad took it, Brad took it. Now it's your turn. Goes and gives the other half, and like she's looking the other way. I'm like, do not. All right, sorry about that. And the whole time, like I'm looking, I'm like, do not take that. And then this person was like, oh no, I'm not taking that. Like I don't know what that is. And then like at this point we're like, bro, what the, like what is going on? And she keeps doing like this weird stuff, and she's like, why won't you take it, why won't you take it, like I'm just trying to have like fun, like that kind of stuff. We ended up getting it like away from her, like we get that thing away from her. And then she tries like forcing herself on this person, and like when I tell you, like laying down like on the bed, like walks over, gets in front of me, gets up, like this person gets up to get out of the way, and like kind of like not pushes her, but like, you know, like stay away, like kind of like that thing, like did not push her in any way, but kind of like, no, like don't do this. And then this person was like, we're great friends, like you do not want to do this, like I love my significant other, you know, that kind of thing. And then she turns down the lights, like completely turns them all the way off. At this point, her roommate grabs her purse and runs out the room. Oh my gosh, I forgot a whole part. Me and this said person, when she started like doing like started the weird stuff, me and this person went out the door and we walked around. Okay, talking like what do we do? Like we're gonna like get like, you know, something bad is gonna happen tonight. And so we walk around. We're kind of like, and this person like, I don't want to leave you here. I'm kind of like, just like save yourself. And they're like, I don't know if I can drive, like all this stuff, because she's pressured was pressuring everyone, making people do stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable driving, like, you know, kind of like that. And then we go back. She's like, where'd you guys go? What'd you guys say? Like what, all this stuff. And like we're freaked out, like traumatized, freaked out. I don't know, whatever word you want to say. And so back to where I was. The roommate runs out with her bag. Like she completely runs out. She's like around the corner, like ordering her Uber to go home. And then this person's like, bro, I don't want to leave you here. Like I feel so bad. Like it's like basically like saying like it's not safe. And like, just save yourself, like go home, like try to drive if you can. If you like can't, like don't, obviously, but like try to like get home. And then they end up leaving. Like we walk this person down to their car, and they like, before we leave like the room, they have this conversation. I'm right there. This person's like, okay, like, you know, like me and blank are super super serious, like I love them with my whole heart, like I'm not doing stuff with you, like I'm not doing that, I love this person. And then she could just not take no for an answer. She kept trying to like force herself, and she's like why can't we just do stuff, like come on, like we're friends. And then kind of like saying, friends don't do that, like they don't do that. So we walked them down, and I was gonna walk this person down like by myself and kind of like figure out what we were gonna do, but she of course had to follow. In this whole, oh my god, okay, wait, I'm gonna end this, and then in the next video it gets worse. And so this whole time she changes into like really really small shorts, right? And the whole time she's like the whole time while like this truth or dare thing goes on, she's like spreading her legs open, like all that stuff, like lifting her like shirt up to here, like trying to like show off her abs, like just always opening her legs. Which that's something I left out. I definitely should have like included that, but she was doing this the whole time. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, what is going on? And so this person leaves, both of them leave, and then I'm in the room by myself. I'm like, bro, like what do I do? Like I get into the bed and I like trying to go to sleep. And then the whole time she's like, Brad, like why don't you like me like you did when I was like, when you were 13, which was like 4 years ago, like when we first met, or 13, whatever, however old I was, like 3 or 4 years ago. And she's like, am I not skinny enough? Like I'll lose 10 pounds right now, like, or like my, like, you know, are they not big enough? I'm like, no, actually, like, that's not it. Like, you're, like, perfect the way you are. Just trying to be, like, nice. Like, I'm not gonna, like, be rude. Kind of like that. And she was like, Brad, like, please. And then she, like gets, like, into my bed. And I'm just, like, bro, I'm, like, trying to, like, act like I'm asleep. And, like, I get away from her. But at this point, like, I, like, completely kind of, like, black out. Like, not, like, black out, but, like, I, like, pass out. Like, I'm so tired. Like, completely, like, done for. Like, I don't wake up until 2 p.m. And, like, the other people, like, I was, like, went home, same, like, kind of thing. Like, they just went to bed. They didn't, like, wake up till later. And she was, like, awake when this happened, so I have no clue what could have happened. Like, I don't know what happened, really, which is kind of, like, scary. It's a scary situation for anyone. So I wake up in the morning, and, like, I'm like, did last night actually happen? So I text them. They're all texting, like, are you good? What happened? Like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, they're, like, genuinely, like, scared for my life. Like, I thank God, like, he truly did bless me to put me in a situation where I had people that are genuine people that were there for me. Because they could have easily left, like, did not care at all. But I texted them, like, did this, like, actually, like, really happen? And they're like, yes. And then I wanted to text her roommate saying, like, I hope you know, like, I had no part in whatever went on last night. Like, I promise you that is not what happens. Like, it's not like that. Something's genuinely wrong with her. In the nicest way possible. Something that she needs to seek medical help. Like, she was an amazing person before this happened, but she needs medical help. Like, she needs to stay off social media. She needs to work on herself, and then maybe one day she can come back, but she needs to stay away from social media. But so they're all texting me, and then I drop her the whole morning. Like, I'm out of my room. I'm on the phone telling my friends. I'm like, bro, like, this happened. Like, bro, what? And then I drop her off at school. The whole ride there, not speaking. Like, did not, like, I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, what's wrong? Like, I'm like, just driving. Like, it's fine. And then when she was, like, trying to, like, make us take stuff, she's like, you're not gonna remember this tomorrow. Like, we might as well just all do stuff. You're not gonna remember. She, like, was very emphasizing, like, not remembering stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. I definitely remember everything. But yeah. So I drove her to class, and then I dropped her off. Sorry, guys. I was just talking to one of my friends on the phone, and I completely forgot to say this. Like, at night when she was like, asking, like, oh, why am I not good enough, like, all this stuff, while she was doing this, I was laying in my bed acting like I was asleep, and, like, she starts touching herself, like, inappropriately right in front of me. Sorry if, like, just bring this up, but I low-key just forgot, and I was on the phone with my friend, so I just had to, like, put that in here. Okay, so I drop her off for class, and then I go pick up her roommates. Or I didn't pick them up. I went and talked to them, kind of, like, told them the whole situation, and, like, from my point of view, and they're like, bro, you need to get out of there. Like, that's not safe. So I go to, like, I go back to the hotel, pack up all my stuff, and then I ended up collabing with someone, like, that day, and I also am truly blessed she was there for me. She kind of, like, helped me figure out what to do, like, what to say. So I go home, pack everything up, take everything, I leave, and then while I'm looking for my wallet, and I have this stuff on video too, by the way, like, I'm not just making this up, I have, like, we, like, go into this drawer next to, like, the bed, and she has 2 pairs of, like, handcuffs, not, like, normal ones, like, fluffy ones, like, handcuffs like that. She has, like, this kind of, like, gel, like, it's called, it's, like, kind of like a happy ending gel. It's, like, when you, like, when you're doing stuff with someone and they, like, kind of finish in a way. It's, like, gel to help them do that. She has lube. She has, like, a vibrator. She has those gummies to make you, like, want to do stuff. She has boys ones, girls ones, and liquid ones. I feel like she had something else too. I think that might have been it, actually. Oh, and then, like, shots and, like, stuff like that, like, of alcohol. She had all this stuff in her drawer, and I'm like, bro, like, I have no clue what could have happened last night. Like, no clue. Especially with all that stuff. And I'm like, we're like, bro, we need to get out. So I take my bags, we put them in the car, we drop them off at her friend's dorm, not the one she, like, lives with, not that, like, person, but we went to their friend's dorm, and I put all of my stuff in their room. And then I went, picked her up from class with, like, the person I did my collab with. And, she, like, gets, like, out of class. Like, we were trying to, like, act like everything's normal. We get to the hotel, drop off, like, the car to the valet. We're walking in, and then I'm, like, trying to talk to him, like, okay, let's go. Like, we need to go to the bathroom. So we both say we got to go to the bathroom. She's like, oh, just come up with me. I'm like, no, like, we're just going to go down here. So we go to the, like, bathroom. And she, like, kind of, like, walks up and follows us. She's like, oh, I'm just going to take the stairs. I'm like, okay. So we walk to the bathroom. We wait for her to get up the stairs. We sprint downstairs, sprint out of the hotel room. And then we start walking to this mall. It has, like, the Emma Chamberlain coffee. By the way, it was amazing coffee. That's off topic. But we walked to that mall. And on the way, like, I'm like, okay, I need to call her dad. Like, I don't want to be, like, that kind of guy to, like, tell on someone. But I need to call her dad because she's going to end up saying, like, where'd you go? Like, what happened? And I don't want him thinking, like, oh, he's such a bad guy. He just used her to get, like, a free kind of trip out of this. Because that's not what I do at all. Like, every time, like, I come, like, on, like, a trip, I always do whatever TikTok she wants. We do, like, all the content she needs. So I don't want, like, him thinking, oh, he just used her for this or something like that. So I call him. So after I call him, I kind of, like, explained the whole situation, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, this is so unlike Ashley. Like, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable staying the night there. Like, I just do not feel comfortable. And he's like, no, like, I understand that, like, all that stuff. He was, like, genuine in the situation. He's like, I can't believe this. Like, and then while this is happening, she's spamming my phone. And, like, I hated to be the guy to have to tell that to him. Because, like, I know him. He's, like, he, like, recovered through, like, you know, alcohol addiction and all that stuff. So for me to be the one to have to tell him that, like, genuinely broke my heart. Like, I was about to cry having to tell him, like, what she did. And so kind of, like, told him, like, that, like, situation. And she's blowing out my phone, asking me where I'm at. So then she calls him bawling. She's, like, bawling her eyes out. At this point, I'm at the mall. Like, I'm making my, like TikTok videos, like, doing, like, you know, all that. And then the dad kind of, like, tells me, like, hey, like, you need to call her. She needs to hear what she did from you. And so I call her. And she's, like, bawling her eyes out. She's like, Brad, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I've been addicted to Adderall. Like, I've been taking, like, larger doses. Like, I've been, like, you know, on, like, drugs, basically. Like, illegal substances. She's been, like, on that. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm so sorry. Like, you should, like, reach out. Like something like, kind of like that. But it almost kind of felt like she was kind of using it as, I don't want to say she was using it, like, to make the situation right, but she kind of was. Like, it didn't seem like she was very genuine about it. Because I know she can force herself to, like, cry. Like, she told me that. And she does theater, obviously, so she can act. But I almost feel like she didn't really mean her apology. She was kind of just, like, just saying sorry a bunch and just blaming it all on, like, her addiction and stuff. And, like, yeah, like, addiction is really bad. Like, if anyone's addicted to something, it's good to reach out. But, she just kept, like, blaming it on that. I'm like, okay, like, I'm sorry that's happened. You should get help. And she's like, should I stay in LA, like, because I want to go to Paul's party, or should I go home and just not go? I'm like, you need to go home. Like, you need to get help. Like, that's, like, a serious thing. Like, addiction is serious. You need to go home and get help. She's like, okay, like, I'm going to fly home. Like, I'm going to go to, like, rehab and stuff, like, and all that. And, like, I'm like, okay, like, that's good, like, all that stuff. Kind of, like, and I was very straight up with what she did. Like, I'm not going to, like, beat her on the bush. Like, what she did was insanely messed up. Like, illegal, to be technical. Because, like, that night she kept trying to make this person touch him. Like, that is illegal. That's sexual assault. You know, that's SA. And then same thing with the roommate, like, grabbing him and making them out and, like, grabbing him by the, like, throat. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna fly out. And then, like, I tell her dad, I'm like, hey, has she called you? She told me she's gonna call you. And she, like, admitted to, like, her misuse of Adderall. And so she ends up flying back home. And this night, like, I stayed, like, with my, like, friends there. So I had a good place to stay. They took me to the airport in the morning. And she goes back home, like, a few, like literally 2 or 3 days or whatever. She was back home for a few days, and she said she was not gonna go to Paul's party. That she was gonna work on herself. She flew back. She went to like rehab for 3 days. Flies back out, and she goes to Paul's party. She said she wasn't going to. And keep in mind, this whole time she's not texting me nothing. Like we have not spoken like a week, like from today basically. And she's just acting like everything's alright. Like I was not gonna say anything. I was like, okay, it was a mistake. But she acted like everything's a-okay. Nothing like that she did was wrong. She didn't text me. I'm like, okay, like I cannot deal with this. So I posted like kind of like a TikTok, like I don't understand how people do the most horrendous things known to man and things and go on with their life and act like nothing happened just because she's like famous. So she like all this was happening. She was just going on with her life, and like yeah, I hated seeing it because what she did was not okay. Like she essayed someone. She was trying to get people to take stuff. Like she was trying to basically drug people, and like that's not okay. And then I posted that thing, and then one of my friends, who she is also friends with, reached out and asked if it was about her. And I'm gonna let them make their own separate video. It's not my place to say like what she's done, but basically this is not the first time this has happened. She's done this before. So that's, like I said, it's not my place to say. If they want to make a video about it, they will. But this whole time I'm warning people, like, please be careful, because I care like about a lot of like these like influencers. Yeah, like I might not be close to them, like I care about them. So I texted a few of my like friends, and I said, hey, like just please be careful, watch out. And then like people kept saying like, yeah, she was being really weird, or like that, like I said, my one friend reached out and said, oh, like is this about Ashley? Like, and then we got a whole rundown of what happened, very similar things. And she's been a compulsive liar. Like she has said stuff and then said the exact opposite to other people, and like obviously at this point we're talking about her, so like we're like saying, oh yeah, she said this, and she's like, oh really, she told me the exact opposite. So she lies about everything. Like she lied saying, oh, like my roommate, haha, she wanted me to make a joke about having like, you know, a three-way. I'm like, what? And then she told her roommate, oh, Brad wanted me to make that joke about having it. And I'm like, bro, neither of us said that. And then so the reason like I wanted to like come and speak out about this is because I'm super close to her. But it also turns out this past like weekend in LA, she went right back to it. She went back to drinking, getting drunk, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So she went back to her bad habits already, and like at this point I'm genuinely scared for other people, especially for, because I know a lot of like my like new kind of like fans are from Ashley's page. So, and like I hate to say it, but like I don't want her to be your guys' role model when she's doing such terrible things. Like, and I don't want other like people to be put in the same situation we were all put in, you know, a place where we felt vulnerable, where we felt kind of taken advantage of, scared. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of like tell you guys what happened. And I think deep down she's an amazing person. She's done a lot for me. She was there for me when I did need her, and I will admit that. But you know, you can do so much right, but when you do something that physically bad, like that has to be like known. And like I know social media is like her career, like that's like, you know, kind of like what she does for a living. And I hate to be that guy, because I know this is probably going to really, really ruin things for her, but I simply cannot just like let her get away with like what she did. Especially because for you guys, like I don't want like that to be your guys' role model when she's doing that kind of stuff. Like I don't want someone to be praised when they did something so horrible. But my main thing is I don't want other like kind of like influencers, you know, to be put in that situation that I was put in. Because it's a tough situation, especially with her following. Like I contemplate making this video because I know she has 3 million followers. Like she could easily try to like turn things around or do whatever she wants to do, and it could genuinely ruin my life. So I'm kind of like scared about that. But other people came forward, not like came forward like publicly, but they came forward and told me. I'm like, okay, this is probably something I need to post. like this is something I should post about it. And I do hope, you know, the other people that were in this experience or had the same experience do come out and kind of like back me up on this. But I just, you know, I'm worried about for other people what she could do in the future. Like, that's just not okay. And from what I've heard from what other people have told me, like, she does need mental and genuinely, like, she needs to be, like, have genuine help, like, mental help. She needs to not kind of be online right now, I would say. Like I said, what she did was insanely messed up. So I just kind of like wanted to come on here and tell my story. I hate to like have to say my story, but it is something that needs to be brought to the public eye. And I really do hope that she does get help. I hope that she is able to work on herself, and I'm sure I'll get in trouble somehow for this legally. I mean, that's kind of like how it works in this kind of like world, but it's something that has to be said. So I truly do love you all. I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of hate for this. That's kind of like how it works. But I truly do like love all you guys. I love all the support that you guys have given me and her. But I just cannot let, you know, you guys support her not knowing what she does. Like, that's the kind of person she is. So I love you guys, and I hope this doesn't, you know, kind of like end badly for me, because I feel like, you know, as a person that it happens to, I feel like it's my duty to kind of like say something, because I know a lot of people are scared to say stuff when this kind of stuff happens. So I just want to let you know it's always okay to say stuff, that there are people there for you. I am very fortunate that my friend that this happened to, I was on the phone with them all morning this morning, and okay, it's a girl. Her friends were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They kind of like comforted me through it. They told me like, okay, like this happened, like kind of like confirming this stuff, and they're absolutely amazing. I'm glad that they were able to help me out. I truly owe them everything. So I just kind of like just wanted to tell you guys what happened. But like I said, I hope she does get the help that she needs. But yeah, that's kind of my story, and I'm sure people will say things, and I'll reply with videos if you guys need like more details and stuff like that. I'm sure I'll make a few more videos about it when other people make their videos, if they do.